The Dangers and Side Effects of Vaping, What You Need to Know. Written and spoken by me, Nikki Rivers. Today we will explore the dangers and side effects of vaping. This topic is crucial as vaping is becoming increasingly common, especially among young people. Nicotine affects the lungs, heart, blood pressure, the brain, and is dangerous altogether. Choose your health, choose you. An introduction of vape pens or e-cigarettes. Electronic cigarettes, often called vaping, is the smoking of harsh chemicals. The mist is an aerosol of suspended chemical particles, not actual water vapor. E-cigarettes heat nicotine and other chemicals to make an aerosol. E-cigarettes were first introduced in 2007 as a safer alternative to smoking traditional cigarettes. Main parts and how they work. E-cigarettes consist of three main parts: a battery, an atomizer, and e-liquid. The battery heats the e-liquid, turning it into vapor that users breathe in. You then breathe in or press a button to turn the vape on. The battery makes the coil extremely hot. How they work continued. The heat turns the e-liquid in the cotton into a fine mist aerosol. Then inhale the mist into your mouth and lungs, then breathe it out as a cloud. Scientists are still learning how harmful it is over rigorous studies since 2016. Vaping can cause problems now and might cause bigger problems later. Nicotine and addiction. Vaping is raising addiction and toxicity concerns because vape pens deliver higher concentrations compared to traditional smoking. Quitting vaping is often more difficult than quitting smoking. Some disposable vapes have exceptionally high nicotine concentrations, with a single device delivering the equivalent of multiple packs of cigarettes. The chemicals you inhale when vaping. When you vape, instead of helping your lungs like a nebulizer does with a person with asthma, you are breathing in harmful chemicals. The chemicals go deep into your lungs and cause inflammation. Harmful chemicals found in vaping include vitamin E, which is great when eaten or used on skin, but adversely it irritates the lungs when inhaled. Diacetyl. This is added to make the flavors better, but it damages the small airways in the lungs. Formaldehyde. This is a highly toxic chemical to be inhaling, damaging the lungs and heart. Acrolein. This is used in a weed killer. This chemical also harms the lungs. Youth popularity on vaping. In 2021, over 2 million middle and high school students in the U.S. reported using e-cigarettes, with more than 80% choosing flavored options. It is no joke that vaping has gained popularity, especially among teens, partly due to appealing flavors and the aggressive marketing. Many teens are drawn to vaping because they think it is less harmful than smoking, it costs less, and there is no smoke or smell. Impact on young people. However, this trend is alarming since young people who start vaping may end up using traditional tobacco products later. We need to be aware of this issue and its potential long-term effects on our youth. Research suggests that nicotine may affect brain development on young users. Vaping poses many health risks. While some effects are immediate, such as coughing and throat irritation, others may develop over time, including chronic diseases and irreversible damage. Effects on mental health. Vaping can negatively affect mental health, contributing to anxiety and mood swings. Depression was twice as common among teens in 2023 and young adults 2021 to 2022 who vaped compared with those who did not. Also, nicotine withdrawal causes anxiety, irritability, and depressed mood, which worsens stress and makes it difficult to quit. Oral health effects. Vaping can make your gums red, swollen, and bleed. It can help the bad germs grow in your mouth. People who vape may get more cavities and cracked teeth. Some vape chemicals damage the cells in your mouth. Studies show vapors have higher rates of dental problems compared to non vapors. Cardiovascular impact. While vaping may have fewer harmful chemicals than regular cigarettes, vaping can adversely affect heart health, raising heart rate and blood pressure. Long term exposure increases the risk of heart disease. Every time you vape, nicotine triggers a surge of adrenaline. Your blood vessels clamp down, your heart rate climbs, your blood pressure spikes. Done once, that is a temporary effect. Done 50 times a day, that is chronic vascular stress. Vaping also triggers endothelial dysfunction. This is not theoretical. This can be measured directly. Endothelial dysfunction is an early stage systemic disorder where the delicate inner lining of your blood vessels does not function normally. It primarily involves a loss of nitric oxide, causing arteries to narrow or constrict when they should dilate, while becoming highly inflamed and prone to clotting. Body cells and inflammation. Vape chemicals can hurt cells and cause oxidative stress, cell damage. Vaping can also make the body more inflamed. The heating coil in a vape device leaches metal particles such as lead, nickel, arsenic. These go straight into your lungs and into your bloodstream. There is no safe level of inhaled lead. Chemicals contained within an e-cigarette or vape aerosols directly affect the function and phenotype of immune cells across the body. It lowers the ability of immune cells to fight germs in the lungs and mouth. EVALI and vaping related illnesses. EVALI stands for e-cigarette or vaping use associated lung injury and is a serious lung condition linked to vaping. Symptoms include coughing, shortness of breath, and chest pain. Thousands of cases have been reported, prompting health warnings. Vitamin E, one of the harmful chemicals I had mentioned earlier that's found in vaping, is a major concern for those with EVALI. In 2020, the CDC reported over 2,800 cases of lung injuries and 68 deaths. People who tamper with their vaping devices put themselves at a dangerously higher risk. Secondhand vaping risks. Vaping is often thought to be safer than smoking, but we know it is dangerous and its long-term effects is still being rigorously studied. Secondhand vape exposure is harmful. This is because people inhale the fine particles of the vape aerosol from the person vaping, who is breathing it back out and then breathed in by the people in the vapor's proximity. Secondhand mist or the aerosol harm those around the people vaping, including children, pets, the elderly, and people with weak immune systems, exposing them to harmful chemicals. Respiratory effects. This makes your lungs weak, causing coughing, wheezing, and makes it hard to breathe. There are worries about the effects of cancer because vaping puts tiny particles and chemicals into your lungs. Studies suggest that pathways through which e-cigarettes vapor causes lung fibroblasts to activate and live longer than they should, leading to scarring in the lungs. Vaping may affect the crucial cell type that repairs lung injuries when they occur. Collapsed lung after vaping. A collapsed lung happens when there is a hole in the lung that lets out air. This can occur from injuries or blisters that form on the lungs. People who are tall and thin may have these blisters, especially during growth spurts. Usually you do not know you have them until they burst, and the pictures are super sad. Conclusion. Vaping poses serious health risks. that are essential to understand. Staying informed helps us make better choices and protect our health.